Q&A is a big part of our panel. A lot of it is about you asking us questions and us giving you answers. We really haven't talked at all about Season 5, saving it for you guys here. So we're going to get to the Q&A almost immediately, but there is one other piece of business that we have to talk about.
We have some sponsorship issues. Lost is now moving into its later years. Obviously everyone knows the advertising models for television are changing a lot. So we've actually taken on a sponsor this year for our panels, a little bit like American Idol. As you can see, the Dharma Initiative is actually sponsoring our panel this year.
It's a weird case of life imitating art, but now the Dharma Initiative apparently reconstituting, reforming. They have a booth out on the Comic-Con floor, which Carlton and I had to wait for an hour to get appointments in. Many of you probably have been turned away there, but the one...
I cut the line.
Yeah, the was that we had to cede 5 minutes of our panel time to the Dharma Initiative themselves, and they've sent their executive vice president in charge of recruiting, Mr. Hans von Egan. So if you guys are getting
he's here, he's coming out right now. He's going to talk to you a little bit about their recruiting efforts.
Yes, thank you very much, and thank you, Mr. Lindelof and Mr. Hughes, for giving me time on your panel to discuss our current recruiting efforts. As many of you know, we have been conducting an extensive campaign, both here in San Diego and in the national media, to find top-quality men and women for the latest iteration of the Dharma Initiative. In fact, over the last 3 days, right here on the convention floor in San Diego, we have administered hundreds of ASR tests, aptitude, suitability, and readiness tests, to those recruits who we believe were of the highest caliber. And I am here to discuss the results of those tests. They were abysmal. In our wildest imagination, we could not have predicted this result. I mean, truly pathetic. You see, we believe that this was the ideal gathering to find top-quality men and women to serve in this vital mission. But instead, we found you. Boys and girls in a state of perpetual arrested development. You all sicken me. But perhaps it would be best if I just simply play the tape of some of our test subjects and also have a musical soundtrack so that you simpletons can enjoy. Round the table.
Jeez. Doesn't seem too terrible.
Especially us.
Yeah.
We didn't qualify?
We don't have what it takes?
No, I'm sorry you did not qualify, but despite these results, I am happy to announce that we actually were able to find a few excellent recruits. And I would like to now name them, read off their names, and I would like to ask if any of them are present, please come to the front of the stage. These are Ms. Jennifer Pritchard, Mr. Lion Brocker, Ms. Alison Gibbons, Mr. Dan Bronson, and Mr. Matthew Loberg. Please, if you're here.
Wow. It's very exciting. This is the best and the brightest.
Wonderful, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, these men and women are exactly what the Dharma Initiative is looking for. They are recruits of the highest intellectual, moral, and social standing. And they will now be invited to go with me back to the recruiting booth where they alone will be allowed to move on to the next critical stage of the Dharma mission. But it's not too late. Not too late for the rest of you, if there are any of you out there who believe that you've got what it takes to become a member of the Dharma Initiative. We will be testing the rest of today and all of tomorrow, and you can prove me wrong. And we will be doing this at booth number 3529. And then on Monday, you can register at dharmawantsyou.com. Thank you all very much for your time.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Oh man, this is awesome. Alright, so the big mystery in season 3 was we finding out who was in the coffin. And we found out who, but I thought was more important was what you guys named him. And you called him Jeremy Bentham. And one of Jeremy Bentham's big things is the panopticon. So my question is, are the people on the island being watched, and do they know who the person is who's watching them?
Wow, so that's a good one. What do you essentially, when we wrote the season 3 finale, Jack hands Kate this obituary, and his thumb is obscuring the name, but